Okay, so in the last video, we did a very simple change, which was to rename. We were using the variable each here. We changed it to a rental, which kind of makes sense. I was thinking about whether we should do that same change here in the statement method, and I'm thinking each really does kind of make more sense over here because we're looking at each element in a collection, in the rentals collection. So that one I'm leaving, and actually in the Fowler book he leaves that as each. So let's see. Okay, and then also we changed this amount to result. So we're returning result. That kind of made more sense. So the next thing to notice about this amount for method is that none of the fields, so we have this name field and this rentals field, none of those fields, none of those customer fields are used anywhere in this method. In fact, what is used all over the place is this rental reference. So we're getting all our information. We're using all kinds of information about that's contained in the rental class, but we're not using any from the customer class. So that's kind of a signal that really this method ought to be in the rental class. Okay, so we're going to move this. I don't know offhand of a good refactoring tool in the refactoring menu for doing that. There's this move, but it looks like that's just for moving things to a different package. You can move a class to a different package. But I don't see anything from moving a method. Change method parameters. No, I don't see it. So we're going to do this one manually. Oh, I just noticed there's this change method parameters. Maybe we could have used that one on amount for when we had that this amount stuck in there. But anyhow, so I'm going to move this stuff manually, and the way I'm going to do that is, let's try to do this really carefully. What I'm going to do is the first thing I'm going to do is go into rental, and I'm going to create a new method. Let's see. What happens if I say insert code? Method to string, delegate method. What's generate? Oh, I don't see anything. If you see a good one for like adding a new method, is there a new method thing in here? If you see any good tool, menu choice for adding a new method, send me an email and let me know. I don't see anything offhand, so I'm just going to type one in. So I'm going to say, let's see, it's going to be a public method to get the amount for a particular rental. So that's let's see, what is it right now? It's a double. Okay, so I'm going to say public double get charge, let's say. Okay, so this is going to be my method for, and this is going to return some double. I'll just put a 1.0 for right now, so I get rid of. I don't like having those error messages over there. So so I'll just call it get charge for now, and then what I want is the guts of this method right here. So I'm going to copy this right now. So I'm still, like I said, I'm being really careful. I'm not going to eliminate anything yet from the customer class until I'm happy with what I have here in the rental class. So I'm going to, first thing I'm going to do is paste this in. And you see I get a bunch of errors because I don't have a rental, this object a rental. And actually what I want to do is, so here I'm being passed a rental. What I want to do is for this particular rental object that I'm being passed, I want to get the movie. So now I'm actually in the rental class. I want to get the movie for the particular instance of rental that I'm dealing with. So what I'm going to do is, so you see how the error thing went away when I did that, because get movie now and get days rented, all these are rental methods. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually do a global change here. So I'm copying this, and on the Mac it's Apple R, Command R for replacing everything. And I'm just going to say replace all, because in the rental class itself, I don't want any occurrences of a rental. So I'm going to say replace all. And so now all of these guys are, you know, functioning for just that particular charge. I don't think there's anything else. It looks like the compiler is happy with that. I don't have any errors over here. Let me go into customer, and what I'm going to do is instead of getting rid of amount for at this point, Martin Fowler has a really nice idea, which is to, what did I do? Where did it go? Which is to return a rental get charge. So we just delegate right here. Okay, we're delegating the responsibility of getting this amount to the rental object, because it's the rental object that has all that information in it. Okay, so at this point, again, this is just a nice way of being methodical about it. And this is a good practice because, you know, you can imagine if you were working on a more complicated class that might have amount for all over the place, you want to do this delegation and test that first before you go and try to replace occurrences of amount for with this a rental get charge business. So let's go to customer test. I just want to make sure to customer test and try running that again and make sure everything's working, and it's running, and yes, all our tests passed. So we're happy with our get charge. Now what we can do is let's look for occurrences of amount for in here. Okay, so there's our occurrence, and instead of saying amount for now, we can say each get charge. Oh, I think I forgot my. Okay, so now, now we call get charge on our. Oops, I missed this. On our each. So each time we go through this while loop, we get a rental object, and instead of using amount for, we're using get charge. Let's see, does amount for occur anyplace else? Next, it's in there. Okay, so it's no place else in this class, and it's private, so it only would occur in this class. So I'm just going to get rid of it. Okay, and I'm going to run my test one more time. Make sure I didn't break anything that time. And we're good. So we'll do another change in the next video.